Thanks. Ah, a bottle. Ah, I'm so happy to be back with you. Oh, we're just gonna give it a minute. Thank you. I've got water. Thank you. Got water. I'm so happy to be back with you. Okay. So, I'm so happy to be back with you. Hello. I'm so happy to be back with you. I'm so happy to be, I got a good night's sleep last night. I think I need another one tonight. Such an incredible experience for me and my son and his girlfriend to be able to go up into the mountains of North Georgia this weekend and see dear friends and visit a place that is so incredibly special to our heart, and to sleep on not terribly uncomfortable beds, but to be in nature and to be recharged and regenerated. So while I am not rested, this was hell on my ankle, so that's a little negative, to be emotionally and spiritually recharged. We got up every morning and did yoga on the porch of our cabin and looked at the sun rising over the mountains. It was absolutely incredible. And it was just such a beautiful, rejuvenating, regenerating experience. So I'm so excited to be back with you. And I do have to start with a couple of little housekeeping things. So first of all, hello everyone. I'm so happy to see all of your comments and all your hellos, and I'm so happy to be back with you. So just two little housekeeping things that I have to say, because I need to put this on a recording. So first of all, I want to just say thank you so much for all of your love and support last week. It just meant the world to me. You have no idea. So having said that, the second thing I want to say, so that it will be out there, and this applies to no one who is currently watching that I'm aware of, but if you are a fetishizer and you are trying to connect with me and get into some communication for some odd fetish thing that you have, that is totally on you, and I do not pass any judgment on any of that, but I am not the person to engage with. So if you are somebody who is trying to connect with me for the work that I do, or the person that I am, trying to get some sort of rise or reaction or some kind of, oh my God, and engage in some kind of fetishized conversation, you are in the wrong place, and I will be blocking anybody who tries to pursue a conversation or a connection on that level. And it's just that simple. So having said that, I don't think I need to explain anything. I just need to have that out there on some kind of video, so that anybody who may come looking and think that I'm the person to engage with will hopefully hear this and say, nay. So let's get started. So happy to be back. All right, so I do want to start with some spirit animal messages, because the spirit animals were so out in force while we were in Georgia. It was amazing. We had incredible encounters with cats and butterflies and spiders and moths and deer and owls and hawks, and just an incredible experience with a single yellow and black butterfly that literally followed us all over the camp this weekend, and we knew that was being sent by a very dear departed friend. So I am so excited. I want to start with we're going to do a couple of animal spirit cards. I really feel like we're going to do 2 animal spirit cards, and then we're going to shift over to the cards. So we will do a collective card reading. We will do individual cards today, and I thank you again so much for your patience for that for last week. I do also want to say, because it's being given to me, there are two things that are being really important and pushed into my head right now. One is the importance to connect in nature, the importance for our mental health to connect in nature. It doesn't matter if it's the mountains or a park. It could just be a single tree. The important part is to connect in nature, somewhere to put your feet in the grass or the sand or the ground, or the dirt. Put your hands on a tree, be able to look to the leaves. In my experience, it is often more powerful and a richer experience for someone like me to go to mature trees. But I have also had amazing experiences and very grounding and healthifying, I know that's not a word, health restoring, I know, restorative experiences with young trees. And so, and also shrubberies and flowers. So it doesn't have to be the mountains. It can be your garden or your neighbor's garden. It can be just beautiful flowers. Something that is still connected to the earth, not cut flowers like you might find in the grocery store, but something that is still connected to Mother Earth. And allowing yourself to just immerse your energy, your face, your hands, your feet where possible. Don't trample the flowers. Into nature. And for some of us who may not live in rural or suburban settings, the ability to do that can be more challenging. So it may be as simple as a rooftop garden, or when my husband and I lived in apartments or condos with small patios, we had pots, a garden of potted things. Putting your hands in the dirt or putting your hands onto the live things of Mother Earth make a huge difference to our health, our spiritual connection, our connection to Mother Earth, but also to the connection of something that is bigger. Now here's the other thing that is being asked to be shared and conveyed, is that when we are looking at all of the things that are going on, and we talk a lot here about the noise, right? The noise of our society, the noise of our world. And when we talk about the noise, it's very easy to be in a place of, you support something that is so abhorrent to me, I need to unfriend you, don't follow me, I need to walk away, our relationship needs to end. And it's easy to do that. And, I'm not saying bad or good, I'm saying it's a little bit more challenging to stay in the game and to say, well, tell me why you feel like that, and tell me why you think that, and maybe we can find some common ground. Maybe you never met anybody who was on the other side of that issue. Maybe you never met anybody who had a different experience from you. And I've heard from so many people who have said, I never met somebody over there. I never met somebody like that. And so as our world and our country and our societies become so much more integrated and so much more of a conglomeration of so many different cultures and backgrounds, we see people having one of two reactions, probably more, but big. We are seeing the people who are, the white nationalists that are saying, oh no, our way is the only way, our way is the right way. And then we have an other group of people who are like, great, what have you got? Let's learn about it. Let's see what you've got. Let's hear about your story. Let's blend. Let's expand our mind. Let's find commonality. And finding commonality, especially in the loud places, may not be the easy way. But finding commonality is the way we can move forward. And if you followed me at all, you've heard me say time and time again that love is the energy of the universe. Love, compassion, respect, coming together, joining, blending, these are the powers of the universe. And so as we are continuing to move in this country through election seasons, it is very easy to be in the place of I hate, and to feel very black and white about issues and things. And feeling black and white about issues is fine, but feeling black and white about people is not. And so allowing for you to have compassion and an openness of heart. Now, you may not find common ground. You may find that that person doesn't want anything to do with you, or you really don't want anything to do with that person. But so often these people have no people on the other side, I don't want to say these people, but people who are on the other side of issues from where you may be, may not have experienced the things that you have experienced. And so we open ourselves to allow people to get to know us and for us to get to know them as well. You may walk away having resolved nothing, but planting seeds is still important. And we've talked so many times about planting seeds over here and reaping a harvest over there. So I want to just share, I'm being asked to share a reminder that planting seeds is important. And so while I'm doing that, we have 2 cards of the animal deck that have jumped out at me. We have the Pueo, the Hawaiian owl, Pueo, and the weasel. And the owl says, your ancestral spirit guides are offering you guidance, so pay close attention to signs and omens from them. And this is where the animals have come in, right? So Pueo, and then we have the weasel. Because isn't this one of the biggest things, right? We get these signs and we don't acknowledge them. And so this whole weekend for me was so much about acknowledging and acknowledging and acknowledging. And then we have the weasel that says, be silent, pay attention, and simply observe with your eyes, ears, and physical feelings what is happening inside and all around you. Now, if these 2 things don't go together, I don't know what does. Because here is the owl saying, we're talking to you, and the weasel comes right in to remind you that we are, to pay attention. So you have these 2 cards that are so closely related. The owl is saying, we're talking to you, and please be paying attention. Then the weasel comes in and says, hey, we said pay attention. So right now we're in the waning moon. It is coming down from that full moon, the beautiful full moon that we had last week. And so this is really an important time that where we are looking around and seeing what serves and what doesn't serve, to be able to say, how do I want to move forward? And so the ancestors, the ascended masters, angels, guides, loved ones, and spirit are saying, hello, we are here, we are here, we are here, we are talking to you. Please be aware, please pay attention, please listen. We are literally screaming for you to hear us and for you to be able to say, okay, here I am. I'm paying attention. So not only are we being reminded that they are communicating, we are also being reminded doubly to be silent, to listen, to feel, to open, and to be receptive, and not to blow things off, because it's so easy for us to be like, oh, did you see that butterfly? Wasn't that really beautiful? And not take a minute to feel or listen or hear to whose name or what situation or memory may be tied to that. And it was so interesting that all of my friends that we were with, we all saw this butterfly that came in at this exact same moment, out of nowhere, just like popped in. It did one little loop around at a precise moment, and it went away. And then we didn't see it again until much later that we saw again something happen, and the butterfly just appeared. And that happened all weekend long. Something would happen with the group of us, and the butterfly would literally just appear like it dropped in from heaven. It would do a little thing, and it would pop out, right? So they're showing you, and they're saying again and again and again, we're here, we're trying to communicate, we're trying to tell you, but you have to be responsible and be receptive and be willing to be receptive on your end. So they are trying to communicate. So a couple of people have asked for cards already. That's wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So what we do here is we do some channeled information, which I think we've just completed. We're going to do a collective card reading for the group for the week, and then we'll do some individual cards. So the answer is yes, you can have a card, but we're going to get to that in another minute or so. So we're going to use, this is Wisdom of the Oracle Collect Baron Reads deck, and we're going to grab our cards for the week. So this is going to be by the book, card number 11. Now, I also would like to say that the Own Your Awesome virtual summit, of which I am one of the speakers, today is the very last day for early bird pricing of $27. After today, the price will go up to $47. So you definitely want to scroll down and see my post right before this about getting the summit today, and I will post my link as well again. But you definitely want to get it before the price goes up. But there's also the Own Your Awesome book, which is available available on Amazon, but if you'd like a personalized copy, please let me know. I'm happy to send that to you as well. So I love that the first thing that we get the card is buy the book, which is not what that means, but also, hey, buy the book. And I think that that's just remarkable. The book is a compilation of 27 amazing people, again, of which I am one, who have contributed stories to this book. But this is number 11, which is by the book. 11, I think, is so fantastic because we associate 11 with being the twin number, right? This is our yin and our yang. This is the twins, the soulmates. But it's also angelic. It reminds us that we are not alone. We walk together, right? We walk together, and that they are with us. So for the very first card for us to pull for our communal, collective reading after the animal cards, for us to be by the book and to have this as 11 reminds us again, we are not alone. They are with us. We are walking together, right? And so I love this because it is by the book, tells us to keep the faith, keep the path, keep going. And we have in this card, we have the beautiful line of the elephants walking together, holding that tail, holding onto each other's tails. We are not walking alone. We are together. We are connected. We are connected. And while it may seem like we're walking through a desert land, you can see it's a beautiful sunny day and that everything is okay. They are going in the right direction, okay? So keep to the I want you to say keep the code to the code from Pirates of the Caribbean. That's not what I mean, but that's what I'm hearing in my head, and they're laughing at me. What I mean is keep the faith, keep the pace, keep the going, the direction. Sometimes when we feel like we are not going where we're wanting to go, we're not seeing those results instantaneously, it's very easy for us to be like, oh, let me just change directions, let me just check all this out and start again. And what they're saying to you is, you are not walking alone. Stay the course, buy the book, keep going. And I mean BY, the book. Do it by the book. Keep going, right? So just keep the faith and keep the pace and keep going. Okay, this is what they're talking about. They're talking about keeping going. Don't let go of your dream. Don't let go of your goal. Keep walking. This is where especially we have elephants who never forget, right? They always have the goal in mind. Elephants don't forget. Keep going. This is what this card is telling us, right? Knowing we're not alone and keep going. All right, so next card we have is higher power. Okay. Higher power, this is number 4. Okay, this is a very collective message of we are not alone. You're going in the right direction. Keep going. Keep the faith. Keep the direction. Keep in sailing, they say keep true. When they want you to go straight, keep going in the same direction you're going, is keep true. And so this is what we're having higher power. But look, it's number 4. Number 4 is a totally angelic number, which talks about, the 4 legs on a table, 4 legs on a chair, that full support, that we are being supported, we are being carried, we're being lifted, we are being supported again. We are not alone. 4, right? Those 4 legs, those 4 bodies, beings that are supporting us. So this is a huge reminder to listen, to open our eyes, our ears, our heart, our mind, to receive the messages. And when we get the messages, not to discount them. We are going in the right direction. Keep true to the course that you are already on and believe that they are with you, and listen, open for their messages. They are literally screaming at us through the cards. And then we have time for a nap. Time for a nap is a reminder that it's okay to rest. We work hard, we play hard, it's okay to rest. Take a rest. Because sometimes what happens is we work really hard, we get our garden, like I have to go out and work in my garden. I have been so remiss in my gardening. It's all full of overgrown things and weeds and all kinds of things, and I have to get it ready for fall. So I'm going to go out there and I'm going to work really hard. I'm going to pull all the weeds, I'm going to hoe the soil and till it all up. We're going to move some things around into different containers and different sections, and we're going to get things ready for the fall. And then we're going to do nothing for a few weeks, because it won't be time to plant the new things yet. Or we're going to plant the seedlings inside where they're protected from the bunnies, and they'll be able to plant the seedlings so that they can grow into little plants, and then we'll transplant them outside. Okay, so there is a time to work and there is a time to rest. And in this card is card number 24. 2 and 4 is 6. Okay, 6 is also reminds us we're going in the right direction. We're going in the right direction. And I love this because if you look at this beautiful card, you have the moon, right? And then we're napping in the moon. We're napping in the moon. And this is so marvelous because we are in this place where the full moon is coming down. So it's making a place for us. The full moon is coming back down to the quarter, and it's making a place for us. There is a place for us. There is a place for us to connect heaven and earth. There is place for us to connect to the stars, to the higher, right? And to allow ourselves to rest, to open, to quiet the mind and receive in the heart. So we work, we go in the same direction, we continue staying the course, we're going in the right direction, the elephants know, right? We are having that support with us, and then there is a time to rest, to receive, to rejuvenate, to regenerate, to all those things, rehydrate, all of those things. And then the last card is going to be the yin, okay, the yin, which is card number 2, yin. And the yin is the feminine, right? The yin is that part of ourselves. And we started with 11, right? The yin and the yang, the soulmates, the twins, the connections, our connection to angelic, the worlds, to remember that we are not alone. And with yin, we have this, we often equate the feminine energy with feminine intuition, the feminine mindset, feelings, emotions, right? Whereas men have the more the muscle or the hunter-gatherer. Oh, Kinesia Bell, look, a spearmer. Goodbye, you're banned. Let's see. Ban. Bye. 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 We banned you. We banned you. All right, well. Wow, you were quick. We banned you. Bye, ban. Bye. All right, let's see who else. And so again, for anybody from, who is not, familiar that with the spammers who come in and say, we want to, send me a friend request or whatever, that all of these things are, sorry, anybody who comes in and says, hey, send me a friend request, it's important that you understand that they are, spammers that are looking for, money and things like that. So I apologize for those interruptions. Okay, so we're talking about the yin. And so we're looking at our feminine intuition. So when they're talking about, staying the course and trusting your intuition and going in the right direction and keeping yourself, true to where you want to go in the direction you want to be in, it's also reminding you and talking about listening and receiving that information. It's not just about receiving that information from the higher, but it's also receiving information from the heart. So when we start talking about yin, it's a reminder to trust your own intuition. It's a reminder to trust your own intuition, to trust your own guidance that comes to you, that may be coming from your higher self. It may be coming from your higher mind, your intuition. It can be coming from our guides, our angels, our loved ones. But trust that you are for yourself as well. Oh, look, another one. Ban. Portia. Look, we're gonna ban. Ban. Oh, here they all come. So this is why I started our time today talking about if you are some kind of fetish person that has fetish and anything like that, and you are trying to engage someone like me in conversation, you are in the wrong place, and we are not going to be the people who are going to participate in those kinds of things. So if you are looking to get off or get some sort of a rise out of somebody like me for communicating through my messaging system with things that are meant to make me go, oh, that's just not, those things will be banned, just like our spammers will be banned. So we're pretty quick on the draw over here with anybody who says, hey, send me a friend request for your reading. Those are spammers. They're looking to get money out of you, and we won't tolerate any of that here. So we're pretty quick on the draw here. All right, so we have, I think, gotten to the end of our community reading, and I hope that information makes sense. I want to go back and recap really quick, and then we will do individual card readings. So hold on for a second. Don't start typing in me. Just Give me a second. Okay, so we started with by the book, right, with number 11, with that reminder that elephants know right where they're going. They follow each other. They go in the line. They stay the course. They are always together. We have number 11. We don't see elephants by themselves. They are by together. We are together. We walk this path together. We are not alone. Our higher ones are with us, reminding us, what did I say? Don't jump the gun. The reminder that our higher power is with us, and that reminder that we are being angelically supported by higher, and a reminder again that we had from the owl and the weasel to listen, to pay attention, to listen with every part of yourself. When I say listen, I don't mean just ears, right? We have eyes and ears and hearts and minds and hands, and listen to your guts, right? And this is that reminder that once we work and we put this stuff out there and we till the garden and we get everything ready and we're going in that direction, we've done the work, now it's okay to rest, to regenerate, to rejuvenate. That's why I went to Georgia, to rest, to rejuvenate, to restore my energy, to refill my cup. We cannot give what we do not have. We must take time in some kind of regeneration, rejuvenation for ourselves, whether it's in nature, in the mountains, in the swimming pool, in meditation, whatever it is that works for you. I highly recommend connecting in some way to some kind of nature, Mother Earth, dirt, plants, gardens, something, but something that is going to let you regenerate and refill your cup. Okay, because then we want to be able to, once we fill up our cup, right, after time for a nap, when we have rested and refilled ourselves, now we are more able to receive the yin. We are much more able to trust our instincts and to receive those things, to receive that higher guidance. So, all right. So, now, we will do cards, individual cards. All right, ready? We'll start with my friend Michelle Williams. Good job. We'll start with Michelle. And, all right, so we have, last one here. So if you are ready for a card reading, go ahead and put in one comment so I know you want a reading. I don't come to people unrequested. So, all right, so we have, starting for Michelle Williams. So we have Michelle Williams. And Michelle Williams, this is card 29. So 2 and 9 is 11, which is that same you are not alone, that soul number, right? And this is breathe. Okay, so this is right in alignment with our bigger reading, our collective reading today. This is right in alignment with that, which is breathe, reminding you are on the right track, you are going in the right direction, but it's okay to rest. And that when things feel a little bit out of control or a little bit like I don't know what I'm doing or where I'm going, take time, get quiet, breathe, welcome them in, and remember, you are not alone, right? Okay. All right. Miss Chris Judd says, I need a card. Yes, me? Coming right now. All right. So, card for Miss Chris Judd is Unfinished Symphony. And this is card number 10. Now, this card came in upside down. So, this is a reminder that you are not yet finished, that you are going in the right direction, that this is not finished. You are not done. That path you are on is not yet completed. You have not, even though you're at 10, you are not yet at the end of that road. There is a bridge to the next chapter. And I love this because if you look at this, he is on top of the egg, right, which is new birth, new journey. The egg is birth and a regeneration, new life, and you have this symphony that comes along, but this is all out in beautiful space of beautiful sunrises and sunrises of blues and pinks and lavenders and things, and you have this beautiful color, and you are floating through the earth, suspended and carried so solidly, balanced on this I don't know what this is, this tether, and it is lifting and carrying and happily sitting on the top. You are coming to the end of a section, like the end of the verse, and then we go to the chorus, and we start again in the refrain. So this is on the right path. You are in the right symphony. You are going in the right direction, but you are now going on the bridge, right? And we have bridges in music to the bridge, and then we go into the next section. Okay, so you are crossing this bridge from one part of that journey to the next part of the journey. So there can be a narrow place where things are a little complicated, a little bit stressy in there, but then you're going to come into that next part of this chapter where you are continuing to learn and to grow and to move forward. You've got to keep that faith. You've got to keep that connection and keep going, like the elephants told us by the book. Keep going in the right direction, the same direction. You are going in the right direction, but you're in that little place where it's going to get a little funky for that bridge of the music, and it's like all of a sudden it's like, wait, why are they doing that with the music? Okay, and then we go back into it. Okay, so you're just in that little spot. Keep it going, not to think that, oh, this is a brick wall. Okay, because we get to the end of a chapter and we think, oh, 10, I'm done. It's not done. It's unfinished symphonies. We're going still. Just got to step over into that next chapter. Okay, Ellen Jane. Ellen Jane, Ellen Jane, Ellen Jane. You're welcome, Michelle. You're very welcome. I hope that helps you, my dear. All right, Ellen Jane. Hello, Sarah. All right, so we have Ellen and then Sarah. All right, so Ellen, this is community, and this is card number 8. Okay, Ellen, this is community. This is a reminder that you have good people around you. You have a reminder that you have support, and this has been the theme, right? We have higher support as well, but what they're talking about is that you have support around you. You don't have to do everything yourself. That this is an opportunity for you to lean in and to maybe choose some people that you can welcome in a little deeper. I think it's very easy for us to, you are welcome, my love. It's very easy for us to come into this place of, I just gotta do it myself. I'm gonna just put it on my back and I'm gonna carry it myself. I'm gonna do it myself. Oh, look, another spammer. Okay, bye. We're gonna ban you. Ban from all live streams. Bye. See you, bye. Bye. Okay, so we have this opportunity to look at the people around us and say, can I trust that person? Can I bring that person in more closely into my center circle? And, you know, that was something I think that was a really important part of my weekend away with some of these people who've been my friends for decades. And yet some of them still don't know every, thing that I would, bring them closer. But the thing that I learned, and I'm constantly learning this, is that when you select those people who have proven themselves to be true friends over and over again, you can bring them closer. That's a choice, that you can bring them closer. You can welcome them in, closer into your heart, welcome them into your inner circle, and trust them with things. You don't have to go back and dig up the past and tell them all your deep, dark secrets. And you don't need to do that. But if you're going through something now and you could use a little extra support, maybe you're not getting that support here where you feel like you might have expected it, you can move into another place and say, I'm going to lean into that person and test that waters. And I think so often we get to the place where we're like, I don't want to test any waters because I don't want to be disappointed. And so this is a reminder, Ellen, that it's safe for you to test the waters, for you to check in with some of those people and say, okay, let me pick 1 or 2 people that have proven themselves to be trustworthy friends that I can rely on or I can lean into and see how that feels for me, to expand your circle a little bit. Because one of the things that happened with COVID is we all had to go inside, right? We all stay with our, either by yourself or in your own little, that was it. And this is a reminder that it is okay and time for us to expand back out again. Right? And this goes into what we were talking about before, because if we don't expand and we don't say to people, well, how can I meet you in the middle? How can we come to the next, oh, look, another one. Ban. How can we, I'm going to ban you from the page. Bye-bye. See you, bye. So that we have come into this place where we have really had to rely on ourselves and our own little inner circles, right? And so this is a time where we are moving into this reminder of building those bridges and reaching out to other people and saying, how can you're on the other side of this, or you're, don't agree with me, or we grew up totally different. How do we find common ground? How can I choose those people that are safe to lean more into so that I'm not trying to carry everything myself? So Ellen, this is a real reminder that you have people around you that you can lean into, that you can choose to connect with and to bring more into your circle. And again, you don't have to like suddenly like open it all up and tell all every deep, dark secret that you have. But going forward, it's an opportunity for you to connect with those people and say, you know, I could deepen this relationship. I could be more available. I could be more part of this community. I could contribute more. I could be involved in something. And so this is important for you to, you know, have this opportunity to remember you're in the driver's seat and you get to select and you get to decide, and you get to choose who those people will be and how deep you lean into it. But it's such a nice opportunity for you to be in control and to say, let me try that person or those two people and see how it feels for you. Because what they're talking about is for you coming more into expanding your circle of friends and expanding your circle of friends, but also expanding your circle of influence, the people who you share with and the people that you connect with, right? So we have that. Okay. All right. I think I've banned this person, but it still seems like they're sending things, but it's like they're coming up, they're hidden, the comments are hidden, but I can still see that they're trying. I did see something from Facebook that said they are putting more safeguards into place to be able to help us protect ourselves from all these spammers. Okay, so we have Ellen. I'm sorry that that was a little bit interrupted, and but I hope that that makes sense for you and is helpful to you. All right, so we're going to go to Sarah Jane. All right, and Sarah Jane. And again, if you're a spammer, if you're going to come on and you're going to, start sending your generic, inbox me messages, we're going to ban you. Like, you're going to be banned from the whole page. So, come if you must, but we're gonna ban you. We have zero tolerance for spammers here. So, all right. So we have for Sarah Jane. Okay. All right. So Sarah Jane, this is Message in a Bottle. This is Message in a Bottle, and this is so beautiful. This is card 15, so 1 and 5 to 6. So again, you're coming over the hump of some kind of a challenge, some kind of a place where you had to endure and get through. But this is being pulled up. Perfect, Ellen. I'm so happy that this is going to be something that can help you. So for Sarah, this is, if you see, the bird is pulling the bottle up out of the water. The bird is pulling up out of the water. The white bird, right? The white bird is the stork or the pelican. These are wise birds. These are very powerful and strong birds. If you've ever seen a real life stork, they're big. Pelicans, they're big, and they glide along the top. They glide on the air currents like falcons and hawks and eagles. They just glide over the air currents, the bumps, the storms. They rise above. And so this is this reminder that whatever it is that's going on, Sarah, that this is the time that to look for the good parts, look for the message, look for the lesson that's in there, that there is more to the situation. It's so easy for us to look at a challenging situation and go, I just have to get through it, whatever it is, we just got to do this stuff to get through it, and then to forget that we're supposed to be learning something from this, and that these challenges come to teach us and to show us and to share us and to guide us and to mold us and to pivot us and move us in a direction. So they're showing you this big, strong, powerful white bird that floats on the air currents above the storms is guiding you and leading you and reminding you that while there may be a challenge right now, Sarah, that it's important for you to look inside and say, okay, what is it I'm supposed to be learning from this? Because I have to tell you, in my own personal experience, when I find that I'm in a position where I feel like I'm just banging my head against the wall, where it's just over and over and over, and I'm like, what in the hell is going on? I will stop and be like, what are you trying to show me? What am I missing? What is it I'm supposed to be learning here? And then it's almost like you hear it go, ah, and the information will be like, oh, gotcha. And all of a sudden the obstacles, the waves calm, because we're ready to say, I'm listening. I understand this is happening. for my benefit, not to me, but for me. I understand this is happening for me to grow and learn and evolve and shift. What is it that I'm missing? Because sometimes we get so caught up in the reaction that we forget to be part of the action. Okay? So this is for you, my friends here. All right. So I'm sorry we had so many spammers today, and I'm sorry we had some little housekeeping things to do. And I look forward to seeing you all on Thursday for meditation, and then back here next Monday for Cards of the Week and Channeled Information from Spirit. And I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of your love and support last week. I appreciate it so much. It meant the world to me. And I'm sorry we were not able to be together for meditation last week, but we were enjoying our time in Georgia. And I'm so delighted to be back with you. Remember, today is the last day to receive the As You Wish Own Your Awesome Speaker Summit for just $27. Tomorrow the price goes up to $47, and it's not I don't have any opportunity to help with discounts after that. So it is $27 today. It will be $47 tomorrow, and then the I will post the link as well. And the Own Your Awesome book is available on Amazon, and if you would like a signed copy, please let me know, and I will be so delighted to send that to you as well. And I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week, and as always, please remember how very much you are loved. Have a great week.